The Trump-appointed judge that is going to be overseeing his upcoming federal trial on Espionage Act charges, Judge Eileen Cannon, does absolutely have the ability to basically rig the case in Donald Trump's favor. And based on a recent decision from Cannon last week, it appears that she is already attempting to do that. Here's what happened. This is reported by the New York Times. She signaled that the trial would take place in the federal courthouse where she normally sits, in Fort Pierce, at the northern end of the Southern District of Florida. The region that feeds potential jurors to that courthouse is made up of one swing county and 4 others that are ruby red in their political leanings and that Mr. Trump won by substantial margins in both 2016 and 2020. She left open the possibility that the trial could be moved, and political leanings are not necessarily indicative of how a jury will decide, but the fact that the trial is expected to draw jurors who live in places that tilt Republican has caught the attention of Mr. Trump's allies and veterans of Florida's courts. So basically, instead of trying him in Palm Beach County, which is a much more even area for, pulling jurors from in terms of political affiliation and voting habits, she's like, no, you know what? I could try it at the federal courthouse there, but I'm going to keep it close to home. I'm going to do it in my regular courthouse, and I know it's at the north end of the county, and we're a lot more rural in that area, so there's a lot of, hardcore Republicans. But hey, maybe eventually I'll move it back down to, Palm Beach where it's a little more fair. But no, I think right now I'm going to keep it in my own backyard. And that's not coincidental, right? It's not because she doesn't want to travel. This is only supposed to be a 2-week trial, folks. This isn't going to take forever. She's doing this to help Donald Trump because she knows the country is watching her like a hawk. And this is an individual who, by the way, has only spent 14 days of her judicial career overseeing criminal trials. And she is about to be overseeing one of the most consequential criminal trials in the history of the country. So she knows everybody's watching her. She knows the history books are watching her. Future generations that haven't even been born yet are watching this. So she's got to be subtle with how she handles this, right? She's got to be discreet. She can't be too overt in helping Trump. But she wants to help him. He gave her the job. She's there for life. There's not much we can do about it. So that's why she's just, well, this is my court. I mean, this is the court where I am. It's a federal court. Why not just do it here? It's my home. Oh, I forgot to mention that Trump carried 71.5% of the vote in Okeechobee County, 66.8% in Highlands County, 61.8% of the vote in Martin County, and 60.2% of the vote in Indian River County. Oops. What a weird coincidence, right? So now we're left with the DOJ needing to put in a request to keep it down in Palm Beach County. You can get a fair pool of jurors there, and I'm not saying you can't get a fair pool where her regular courthouse is, but you're much more likely to get a fair pool if you keep it where he was arraigned and officially indicted. I mean, that's where the charges were filed. There's no reason to move it to a different court, unless, of course, you're trying to rig the game without it making it appear that you're trying to rig the game, but that is exactly what Judge Cannon appears to be doing right now. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.